Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelated Apollo, and thanks for stopping by. This is a 2v2 siege on the Teutonic, excuse me, I was about to say Teutonic expansion, and it's been way too long since I've got some content of this expansion, so here we are. I am playing as Norway, pretty awesome looking faction, and my teammate over here is Swissman15. He is playing as Lithuania. We pretty much have the same color scheme, except I'm more red and he's more blue. But looking at the two opponents, we have Denmark being commanded by Swag Pug Gaming, and we got some kills there with the arty. A couple crossbows died, and we've got the Novgorod, and they are commanded by the Pirate of Jamaica. So this is a very, very awesome match, very close match. And if you're wondering about the chocolate colored walls here, that's a bug. Ever since they put the servers on Steam, for some reason parts of the walls look like chocolate. They fixed it in the vanilla version, but the expansions still have this issue. But looks like Denmark's sending out some scouts here. But let's go ahead and check out army comps really fast. Looking at my army, I've got 5 units of dismounted Chivalric Knights. They look pretty cool. Let's see here. I've got 2 units of Gotland Footmen. They've got the great sword here. If they look at them, so nice. It's a pretty cool name too. I have 3 units of Norse Archers. I have 4 units of dismounted Feudal Knights. And I have 4 units of dismounted Huscarls. And I have a mounted one too. Mounted Huscarls. And I believe that's my army. My general's in this Chivalric Knight unit. Oh, and I have a cannon, of course. But the rules was 1 cannon per team, no guns, no elephants, and this is a pretty tough siege because the money, we only gave us a 6k advantage, and if you look, it's a fortress. Even though the land here is flat and there's a lot of maneuvering in the inside of the fortress, this second layer is so close to the first one that it's a kill zone with these archers. So this is going to be a very tough siege. But let's go ahead and check out... Oh, by the way, there was some cav engagement here. Some Chivalric Knights fighting off some scouts, protecting the arty. But let's go ahead and check out Swissman's army here. He's got 4 units of dismounted Bajora, a very awesome unit. Looks like Feudal Knights, but they have axes. Let's see, he has 2 units of dismounted Chivalric Knights, and look at their shields, they look really cool, unique looking shields. He has 4 units of the Samgatian Axemen, very powerful Axeman unit. And remember guys, they fixed the 2-handed bug in the expansion, so having 2-handed weapon units is not a bad pickup. He has his cannon here, he has mounted Chivalric Knights. He's got the Lavian crossbowmen. He's got about 3 units of them. And let's see, what else does he have? He's got more 2-handed units. He's got the Guillotine's Chosen. He's got about 4 of them. And I think this is the best unit in the game. I remember someone telling me that, but I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. Rumor has it. And here's his general's bodyguard. So that is his Lithuanian army. Let's go ahead and check out the other two armies here. And here's some cav militia. They were trying to sneak on my artillery, but I have my cav here protecting them. But yeah, they constantly harassed us with cav during the bombardment phase, but it never was a problem. We made sure to be very aware of their cav movement. So let's go ahead and check out Novgorod first. They're pretty much like Russia. They have the same exact units. But he's got about 4 or 5 units of the dismounted Drazina. Pretty awesome. Let's see, what else he has? He has about 4 units of the dismounted Devor. Time to strike. And that's all he really has protecting this side. Here comes another cav charge. And me and Swissman are working together to kill all this cav. Here's the scouts they returned from routing. They're already shaken. But he's trying to sneak by while this Novgorod cav militia has us pinned down. Pirate of Jamaica. And I'm just screening these arty, making sure he doesn't turn into them. But he's going for the archers now. And they'll break fairly quickly here. But yeah, Denmark has a unit of scouts. But let's check out the rest of Pirate Jamaica's army here. Let's see, he's got 4 units or 5 units of dismounted boyar sons. So 5 units of them. More, let's see. I already said he had dismounted Devor. He's got 4 units over here of the Burchik Axemen. Very powerful army. Like I said, they're just like Russia. And I think that's it. Oh, he has a general's bodyguard. So let's go ahead and check out Denmark so I don't take any longer here. He's got 4 units of dismounted Shivak Knights, a very strong unit. Actually make that 5 units of dismounted Shivak Knights. He's got about 4 units of crossbowmen protecting the fortress here and there. He's got about 2 units of feudal knights, 1 here and 1 way over here. And, oh, actually make that 3 units of feudal knights. And let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of dismounted Huscarls protecting this opening here. And I think that is all the armies. Here comes another Despot Cav charge to try to get our arty in. I'm setting my Cav to protect Swissman's arty. And now he's going for mine, and Swissman's going to protect mine. So a little teamwork here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen, Pirate of Jamaica. Not this time. So this unit finally breaks, and we gotta try to kill as many as we can because they will return. They just go to the town center and they get that infinite morale. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. It takes us a while because these walls, I don't know if this is necessarily true, but this is what it seemed like. The walls seemed impossible to take down. Look how huge the walls are. Pretty massive. It took a lot of shots to take down. So I'm gonna fast forward until we start advancing forward. But everyone who plays Medieval 2 should really try to get on this game. If you're ever trying to get a Teutonic Siege in, just send me a message if I'm on. I know a lot of times I'm busy, but please don't be afraid to invite me to your games. I'm more than happy to play, and especially if it's a Teutonic Siege or Britannia Siege or whatever. Or Crusader Siege would be pretty cool too. But these are really cool because of the red clay castles. So yeah, I took out a couple gaps here. Now I'm gonna go for this tower, and then I do believe I move forward here. Here comes more Cav running out. He's got like four men in that Cav unit, and he's trying to get something with it. But he decides to retreat there. Oh, no, he comes back. And I gotta protect my arty, and there we go. He commits him one last time, and I kill them all finally, and I'm gonna retreat my men because they're getting shot by archers. Yeah, sorry, this is a fast. Here we go. Now we're moving forward. So we're gonna do normal speed now. Look at my glorious army marching. So, ooh, look at this. Swissman has committed 2 units of dismounted Shivak Knights in here very fast, very quick, without any reinforcements. And I feel like that was a pretty big mistake here on Swissman to kind of run up just 2 units really quickly, because look, they're getting overwhelmed completely. You should always have reinforcements ready to go. And look, he's trying to do a little hammer and anvil. Look at these Shivak Knights have broken so fast. Like, this is so not like Shivak Knights. I wonder if it's because it's the expansion, and maybe Shivak Knights aren't as strong. So I'm gonna retreat my Cav because he's already lost that engagement. There's no point in wasting my Cav. But here comes his reinforcements. He's got his Axemen going in first. I'm gonna try to cut up some guys, and my army's a bit behind, but they are slowly moving forward. But I need to get in there quickly to support Swissman's advance. But here we go, unprotected, and they're gonna easily get into these gaps. And oh man, let's watch these Axemen in action. They're just getting slaughtered by these crossbows. And it looks like some of his Shiverick Knights stopped routing. So here comes the rest of my army. I got them all grouped up here, but they'll spread out eventually. But this is just really good placement here from Denmark of the archers. These crossbows are scoring tons of kills, and the towers are turned on as well. Look at these crossbows. Just directly, look at this view. You can get an easy shot, a turkey shot, right into these Samgatian axemen. But the grind continues over here. He even has his cannon crew in here, fighting with their bare hands. Just a nasty fight. So I send a ladder over to kill these crossbowmen. And oh, I committed some troops. Sorry, I missed that. But I've committed my Shiverick Knights. This side they haven't committed yet.
Walls are no match for the fury of the north.
Here we go, charging in. These are my Huskarls, dismounted Huskarls. Let's set them in first. And over on this side, I'm sending over Feudal Knights. My 2 units of Feudal Knights.
Towers are at the Lord be praised. Our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy have nowhere to hide.
Yep, so I got a siege tower over here as well. Just trying to kill as many troops as I can. I've got my Norse archers firing. I'm focusing down his archers, his dismounted Devor. But this is a pretty tough fight over here. Let's go ahead and check out Swissman's side over here. Here comes my ladder, finally. And we're going to slaughter these crossbowmen. Punish them. But Swag Pug Gaming, he's going to send a unit of dismounted Huskarls. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to send them up to protect his crossbows, but I guess not. And the fight continues over here, and it looks like Swissman's getting pushed out a bit. And if you look at the balance of power, it's pretty close. And we've killed less than they've killed of us, which is not good. Ooh, getting some lag there. Sorry, guys. Some frame drops. But these axemen, they'll do pretty well. He's got his general right behind him, giving them extra morale. But they are pushing him right out, and he's going to send up some more men. But he does have a lot of reserve, so there's nowhere close to over. And I've got a lot of reserve too, and I'm starting to make a push. I'm starting to push out. But look at the kill zone here. Look at this madness. By the way, the Pirate of Jamaica, he also has a unit of crossbow militia that I forgot to mention when I was talking about army comps. But look at this. Just direct fire into my men. And the bloodshed continues. They're committing all their troops. Let's see, he's got a lot of reserves here, a lot of Shiverick Knights. Ooh, we still have a ton of troops to fight through. Here's the Axeman. It looks like he's using them for the last stand. But we just have to break them here. And I'm trying to flank around with some units here. There's some Lithuanian dismounted Bajora here fighting Axemen. They're kind of sandwiched though. And here comes these dismounted Huskarls. They're a bit late to protect their crossbows, but they are going to cause some havoc. I'm trying to get some Norse archers up here, but sadly they get into melee just because these Huskarls came out of nowhere. But if you look back, Swissman is pushing back the enemy once more. And he really needs to get a ladder here to kill these crossbowmen. I don't know why he didn't, but it was pretty important if you kill these crossbows, because they're going to get like 80 plus kills just from sitting here. That, or you could peel off a unit of dismounted Bajora and go up these stairs here and kill them. but he's doing pretty well. And we're just trying to kill the men up here so we can start flanking around and supporting each other's advances. But I'm starting to get pushed out here. I'm sending some dismounted Huskarls to support the side. And I do have some routing, some dismounted feudal knights, which is never good. It's never a good sign. And it looks like he's starting to overwhelm me here. And now I have to commit even more troops, some dismounted Huskarls. And I still have my dismounted Shiverick Knights, my general. They're untouched. Here comes some cav, general's bodyguard. Still just trying to push. It looks like they're sending some more reinforcements over to this fight. Swissman is doing a great job pushing these guys back with his Lithuanians. I send up some cav. I'm going to use them. I see an opportunity to flank around, but Denmark, he comes by and closes that gap there. And so does Pirate of Jamaica. And my cav are stuck. They can't flank around. See, what I was going to do is I'm going to do hammer and anvil strikes. But now they blocked off that gap, and I'm just going to charge them into these axemen, which is not the best idea. And they're just getting slaughtered by bows. So I kind of did a little hammer and anvil strike over to these feudal knights. And here comes more reserves from Swissman, much needed.
Only half of our force remains.
Guillotine chosen. The very elite unit. So let's check out how I'm doing. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Setting up more feudal knights. They're pretty thin on troops too. I just have to get through these Norse axemen, which, again, there's no two-handed bug, and these guys are going to do a fantastic job keeping me back. By the way, he had some Norse axemen. I don't know where they were when I was doing the army comps, but I didn't see them, but he does have some Norse axemen. Here's some routing from Pirate of Jamaica, his dismounted boyar sons. But he's going to throw in some more dismounted boyar sons. And I'm fighting for the walls up here. He's got his axemen protecting the walls, but the attack on the walls was pretty much a failure. I'm down to 3 guys on my Shiverick Knights. And a handful of guys over here of feudal knights. I am throwing up a unit of dismounted feudal knights over the walls with some Gotland soldiers. But my Norse archers, some of them have used up all their ammo. The other half haven't. But now is the point where I'm going to throw in my general because I see he's charging his general into the fight.
We have captured the enemy's walls.
We have captured the enemy's walls. This fight is just crazy over here. This pocket of a castle, just troops of all different cultures fighting each other. And Swissman is doing a great job here. And now he's going to charge in his Shiverick Knights to do some damage. But at this point, we were pretty frustrated on how our troops performed. And that we're still at the main gate just trying to push in. They're putting up such a great fight. And look, Swissman, what he does best, he's going to do some cav charges. These Shiverick Knights looks really cool. Just trying to break something. They just will not break. And that is all Swissman's army. He has sent in everything. And we're still at the main gate. That is never a good sign. But that was a fantastic charge there. That should cause some chaos and some routing. But I am doing a terrible job. I actually lost over in this flank. And my fight continues over here. I even had to throw in my Norse archers. This is how desperate of the situation is. And I'm routing. You remember the feudal knights I sent up this ladder? They got destroyed by this Shiverick Knights here. This Denmark Shiverick Knights.
Our enemy has command of the castle.
Of course he has the command of the castle. We're nowhere near the castle. But this is my handful of troops here just trying to get kills. I have more Gotland footmen. This is like the last of my reserve, and I'm going to run them in here. I think my problem was my army comp, because two-handed troops are a lot better compared to the vanilla. And Swissman did a great job on bringing these guilty choice. I can't even talk right now. The Guillotine Chosen and the Sam Axeman, because they did pretty well. But it is not over yet, even though we didn't make that great of a push into the front lines here. They've committed everything. They have nothing here except routed units defending the center. So all we have to do is just break through, just rout them, and we still have a chance. Even though the balance of power is in their favor. They've killed more of us. It's pretty even, which is not good in a siege. But it looks like Swissman, he's gonna win this side. And I'm gonna send some reinforcements. These guys routed earlier, so I'm gonna just send them his way. And finally, he's killing these crossbowmen. Finally. And they break pretty quickly. Most of my army has been destroyed and they're routing right now, which is quite tragic. And I desperately try to retreat my general. And what my plan was to send him over here and help Swissman's army. And because this fight is lost, and I'll just lose my general. And I've got my Norse archers just defending the general. And sadly, I wasn't paying attention. And they're gonna catch up to my general. They're just walking with this personal bodyguard. Look how bloodied up he is. Come on, run. But look at this, yeah, they're gonna catch up to him. At this point I just now saw it and I'm like, shit, run! But it was way too late, and a great charge by this dismounted Drazina. And there goes my general.
And perhaps our chances of victory with it.
So yeah, at this point the siege is pretty bleak.
The opportunity for us to regain control of the castle has almost vanished.
Yep. Pretty bleak. And this is the rest of my troops here. I've got some dismounted Huscarls fighting, helping out the Lithuanians. There's another cav charge into these dismounted Devor. They're gonna put up a great fight, so we gotta take them out.
Praise the Holy Lord! Our foe has lost control of the castle.
And I had some units here fighting to the death here. Some Gotland footmen bravely fighting off so many units, keeping them at bay. But I do have some units over here, some dismounted feudal knights and Gotland footmen, and I'm trying to send them over to this fight, but it's gonna take forever for them to get over here. But the fight continues on. My dismounted Huskars are down to 15 men.
By the blessed saints, our enemy's gates are down.
So, a major problem was us getting to the second layer, and luckily, with like such few shots, I opened the gate with my cannon and opened this gate up. So now we have an entryway, just in case we get through. And there goes my generals, or my allies' general, Swissman's. And that's the sign of a loss. Once you lose both generals and you haven't even gotten through the first gate here, it's pretty much GG. I think 6,000 was a bit too low. A fortress is pretty tough to take with just 6k advantage, especially this one. Look at this. Just the way it's set up is so deadly. Look at all the dead troops. It was quite the battle. But let's just watch Swissman's men bravely fight to the end. Here comes all the army, all the troops that were fighting me. They're gonna come in and rout my men. My Huscarls are down to 7. They're bravely fighting to the end. Yep, there they go, they break. But they should get slaughtered here. Oh no, one might get out. Actually 3. 3 of them might get out. And my reinforcements are pretty far away. I'm running them now. But they're not going to make it in time. So this is pretty much over. We've got the Guillotine Chosen fighting bravely. Oh, so bravely. So a lot of mistakes we made. I feel like we didn't take advantage of these walls. We should have put a ladder up here. I think I should have focused more of my army near Swissman.
They are not fit to be called true men.
Yeah, we fought hard, we fought bravely, but in the end, we lost. So, couple mistakes, good challenge, and I do a last charge here. A charge of redemption with my dismounted feudal knights, but I do admit defeat here pretty quickly. There I go. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. And good news, I have another Teutonic Siege coming up in the near future, so look out for that. It's actually submitted by Paladin Bob, so look out for that. And Swissman getting 1,000 kills. Very, very great job by Swissman. And I got 839. Not too far behind, but I could have done better. And Swag Pug Gaming, great job getting 969 kills. And Pirate of Jamaica getting 723 kills. Let's see what unit got the most kills here. Let's see, I think it was like 62, but my dismounted Huscarls. So that's pretty good. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.